Hello, good day learners. In today's video, you are going to learn classification, name, and parts of a polygon. Okay, so in the end of this video, you are going to identify the parts of a polygon, are able to classify polygons according to the sides and angles, and you are able to name a polygon. So without further ado, let us start. Review muna natin yung previous lesson natin in the last video wherein you learn about polygon. So there we have the definition of a polygon. A polygon is a closed plane figure bounded by line segments that meet only at their endpoints. So meron tayong apat na criteria. Dapat ito ay closed, ito ay plane or yung tinatawag nating two-dimensional or in short, flat figure. Dapat bounded by line segments, and yung huli, dapat endpoints intersect at only one point. Okay? So, ito yung mga example ng polygons natin. So, these are all polygons. Now, today we are going to see ilang line segments ba dapat ang kailangan para makagawa ng polygon. So, this is our first question for today. We need to wear our thinking cap again. Ilang line segments ang kailangan natin para makagawa ng isang polygon? Kaya ba ang isang line segment? Dalawang line segment? Yes, kailangan natin ng at least 3 line segments. Okay? Therefore, in our definition, if we go back, polygon is a closed plane figure bounded by how many line segments? 3 or more. Okay, line segments that meet only at their endpoints. Right. So let's continue. So these are now the parts of a polygon. Okay, so what are the parts of a polygon? We have the first one. Okay, just like the one we have discussed a while ago, it should consist of at least 3 line segments. So itong line segments na ito, itong tatlong line segments, ang tawag natin dyan ay sides. Okay? So, 3 sides or more. Next one, we have what we call the vertices. Ano itong vertices? These are the intersection of this line segments. So, ito yung mga connection ng mga sides natin. So, those are what we call the vertices. So, we have 1 vertex, 2 vertex, and 3 vertex. In plural, we call this vertices. Okay? Next, we have angles. Ito na yung mga angles natin. In fact, polygon is derived from the word poly, which means many, and the Greek word gon, which means angle. So, in short, ang polygon ay tinatawag nating many angles. Okay? So, anong angles ang tinutukoy dito? This is what we call the interior angles, yung nasa loob. Okay? So, there are 3 interior angles in a triangle. Okay, let's continue. Now, let's classify a polygon according to the number of sides. Okay, so the first one is a 3-sided polygon, and it is a triangle. Okay, so we have here some examples of a triangle. Yan. Tatlong sides, tatlong angles. And para mas madali nyong tandaan, we have to take note of the affixes na tinatawag. So, triangle starts with the affix tri, which means 3. Kagaya na lamang ng mga words like tricycle. Ginagamit dito sa Pilipinas. Bakit siya tinawag na tricycle? Kasi ilan ang gulong ng tricycle? Yes, 3. We also have what we call tripod, yung ginagamit sa pag-video. We have tripod because we have 3 yung stand niya. Okay? Yung legs ng kanyang stand. Okay? So that's tripod. Next, we have the 4-sided polygon, and we call it a quadrilateral. Okay, so ano yung mga examples ng quadrilateral? We have these figures here. Nandyan yung square, andyan yung rectangle, andito rin yung mga trapezoids natin. Okay? And many more. And let's find out later kung ano yung mga yon. So para ulit madaling tandaan, we make use of the affix of the quadrilateral. So we use the word quad. Ang ibig sabihin ng quad ay 4. So like for example, yung word natin na quadruplet. Okay? Kung merong twins, may triplet, meron din namang quadruplets. Ano pa? Quadrangle. Yung nakikita natin sa mga school grounds. So kapag apat ang sides, we call it a quadrangle. Okay, for our five-sided polygon, we call it a pentagon. So ano yung mga examples? We have here 4 examples of pentagon. Yan. At para ulit madaling tandaan, we make use of penta, which means 5. So, examples natin, like here, we have the pentagram. Ito yung mga dinodrawing natin since elementary na star. So, meron siyang 5 na tusok. That's why it's called pentagram, no? And also, we have the word Pentateuch. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ito yung 5 books of Moses. So, the Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Kaya siya tinawag na Pentateuch because penta means 5. Alright. Next one. The six-sided polygon, we call it hexagon. So, these are examples of hexagon. And then, our hint, ang affix niya ay hexa, meaning 6. So, you can just think of hexa and 6 kasi both of them have X, mas madaling matandaan. Okay? What else? Hex screws. Okay? Ito yung mga nakikita nyo na sa mga tools ng ating tatay, mga hex screws. So, meron siyang 6 sides. Kaya yan tinawag na hex screw. Okay? Let's continue. Heptagon. Ito naman ay 7-sided polygon. Okay? So, these are the examples of our heptagons. And our hint again is the affix hepta, which means 7. Okay? Examples ng mga heptagon na madaling tandaan, yung bahay, a simple illustration of a house. Usually, yan naman ang itsura ng bahay pag nagdo-drawing tayo since pagkabata. Okay, not all the time, pero as you can see, there are 7 sides dyan. Next one is the arrow. Makikita nyo 7 din yung sides ng arrow. Okay? Next one, we have the 8-sided polygon. Of course, you know this already. It's the octagon. So these are the different examples of octagon. Ang hint natin is the word octa, which means 8, just like the word octopus. No? What else? Octacore. Narinig nyo na ba ito? Yes, ito yung mga nakikita natin na features ng mga smartphones. Bakit? Ang octa-core kasi is yung CPU or yung parang ito yung pinaka-brain ng ating mga smartphones. So kapag octa-core, ibig sabihin there are 8 components. Mas mabilis siya kaysa sa mga quad-core, which means for CPU. Okay, the next one is what we call the 9-sided polygon. Tinatawag nating nonagon. Okay, so nonagon has 9 sides. So, yan yung mga example ng nonagon natin. And our hint is the word nona. Ang affix niya ay nona, which means 9. So, none is similar to 9. So, pwede nating gamitin yon para mas madali nating ma-memorize. Okay? What else? Ito, yung nakikita nating 5 peso coin. So, kung nakikita nyo, it's actually a nonagonal coin kasi meron siyang 9 sides. Noong 2019, actually napalitan ito kasi circle lang yan dati. Pero since parang parehas siya sa piso, kaya ginawang nonagonal para naman merong pagkakaiba sa 1 peso coin. Alright, last, we have the 10-sided polygon. Ang tawag natin dyan ay decagon. So these are examples of decagon. So our hint is the word deca, which means 10. Parang yung word na decade. Bakit siya decade? Kasi 10 years. Starting from the affix deca. Okay? So those are the examples, the classifications of polygons from 3-sided polygon up to 10-sided polygon. Now, meron pa bang mas tataas dyan? Of course. So we have here the summary. Meron tayong 3-sided polygon, triangle, down to 12-sided polygon, which is what we call dodecagon. Kung 11-sided naman, ang tawag natin dyan ay undecagon. Bakit undecagon? Because it starts with uno. Affix natin is uno, which means 1. And then deca, which means 10. So 10 plus 1, we have 11. Dito rin naman sa 12-sided polygon, ang kanyang affix ay duo, and then deca, pinagsama, so 2, and then deca, which means 10, is 12. Kaya siya tinawag na dodecagon. At meron pang ibang terms para sa mga higher number of sides na polygon. Kagaya ng 13, 14, 15, and so on and so forth. Pero mahahaba yung kanilang words, yung kanilang terms. Kaya we can just call it n-gon. So if we have here 13-sided polygon, we can just call it 13-gon. 14, 14-gon. Ganun lang po para mas madali. Now, meron akong tanong sa inyo. Okay? So, if a polygon has 3 sides, ano kaya ang number of angles? Does it also have the same number of sides? Yes, you are correct. Ang number of angles ng isang polygon nakadepende sa number of sides. So, parehas lang po. Kung 3-sided siya, it also has 3 angles. Kung 4 sides, it also has 4 angles. And so on and so forth. So, yun yung summary ng ating classification. Now, let's move on to naming a polygon. So, paano ba natin bigyan ng pangalan ang polygon? This is separate from the classification kasi most of the time, ang ginagawa nating pangalan ng polygon is yung classification niya according to the number of sides. But we actually have a specific way of naming a polygon. So like here, I'm going to give you an example. How do we name this polygon? Yes, this is actually a triangle. Pero ano yung specific na name niya? So the name comes from the vertices. Okay? So if the vertices, if we have here vertices, kung ang vertex niya ay, we have here A, we have here B, and we have here C, this actually represents the point of intersection or yung point dito sa endpoint niya. Remember, a point is named using a capital letter. So the vertex is also the same. We have vertex A, vertex B, and vertex C. So ano ang magiging pangalan niya? It's up to the vertex kung anong pangalan ng mga vertices. So we can call this, first, anong classification? It has 3 sides. So we can call it a triangle. Ano yung mga vertex niya? We have A, B, and C. So we can name it triangle A, B, and C. Why? Because the vertices are point A, point B, and point C. Ngayon, pwede bang baliktarin yung mga pangalan or yung mga letters na nandito? Pwede ba nating tawaging B, C, A? Yes, pwede. Pwede rin bang A, C, B? Pwede rin. Okay? So, the order doesn't matter. Pwedeng baliktarin. Next, how about the sides? Ano ang pangalan ng mga sides? Okay, in naming the side, we make use of 2 points. Remember, this is composed of a line segment. Okay, so from one point to another, that is one line segment. So we can use 2 letters to name a side. We can say that segment is side A, B. Lalagyan lang natin ng symbol dito sa taas. Noting that this is a line segment. Okay, so we can have side AB. Ano pa? We also have here side BC. Okay? Side BC. And lastly, we have the last segment that is side AC. Okay? Now, pwede bang baliktarin? Pwede mo bang tawaging side BA? Yes, pwede. Pwede bang gawing side CB? Pwede rin. Pwede bang gawing side CA? Yes, pwede po. Alright, last, ano po ang interior angles? Paano natin isusulat ang interior angles or yung mga angles ng polygon? So remember, the angles or the interior angles are these ones. Ito po yung mga interior angles natin. We can name them using the vertex as well. However, gagamit na tayo ngayon ng symbol to differentiate it from the vertex. So ang gagamitin nating symbol ay ganito. It means angle. So we can write here angle A, angle B, and angle C. So meron tayong 3 interior angles. This time, I want you to do this also on your own. Try to name the polygon basing from the given vertex. So nandyan na po yung mga given na vertex. Okay? All you have to do is to write the name. Of course, you have to write the classification first. Anong tawag sa polygon na yan? Ilang side ba meron siya? And then you write the specific vertices. Write the vertices, the sides, and the interior angle. So, pwede mong i-pause itong video na ito and then i-check natin pag natapos mo na. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this time, let's now write the name of this polygon. So, ilang sides po meron ito? Meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Meaning, this is what we call a pentagon. Okay? So, pentagon. Ano ang kanyang mga vertices? We have F, A, I, T, and H. Pwede rin bang mag-start sa H? Pwede. H, F, A, I, T. Pwede. So, in my case, I'm going to use F, A, I, T, and then H. So, this is what we call pentagon, F, A, I, T, H. Pwede mo bang basahin siya as a word? No. Okay, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin pentagon, faith. No. Mas maganda, you just read it as a letter. Okay? So, hindi naman po siya word. This is just a polygon. Okay? Pwede bang pentagon T-I-A-F-H? Pwede. So, pwedeng clockwise, pwedeng counterclockwise. Pero pwede bang magkabalibaliktad yung letters? Pwede mo bang sabihin pentagon, let's say F, tapos T, tapos A, tapos I, at saka H? Sorry, hindi po pwede. Okay? Kasi hindi naman sila consecutive. Yung tinatawag nating consecutive is magkakasunod. Okay? So, dapat ang mga vertices ay magkakasunod kapag sinusulat natin siya as a name of a polygon. So, kung babalik rin natin, pwede bang H, T, I, A, F? Yes, it's okay kasi magkakasunod naman sila. So, we have H, T, I, A, and then F. So, those are consecutive. Next one, vertices. Ano yung mga vertices natin? We can write here, vertex F, vertex A, vertex I, vertex T, and vertex H. Ano yung mga sides? We have side FA. We have side AI. We have side IT. And we have side TH. Again, I repeat, pwede po ulit baliktarin ito. Pwedeng this is side AF, this is side IA, this is side TI, and this is side HT. So, pwede po yun. For our interior angles, we just need to write the symbol angle followed by the vertices. We have angle F. We can also have angle A, and we have angle I, and we have angle T, and we have angle H. So those are all the interior angles of this pentagon, FAITH. Okay, so that ends our video. I hope meron kang natutunan ngayon on how to classify, name, and write the parts of a polygon. Thank you for listening and see you on the next video. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.